Hello, this is Keninigan, and in this video today, I wanted to do a voice narration over this reptilian shapeshift I got forwarded to me from a friend of David Icke, and there is a reason why I'm doing a voice narration over this. Um, the reason why is obviously because who is shapeshifting in the video in the first place? Now, this is David Icke, who is supposed to be the most well-known reptilian conspiracy researcher in the world. In fact, 9 out of 10 times when people hear the word reptilian, they immediately link it to David Icke. Now, me as a researcher, I am not as well known as David Icke, but I like to tend to think that I put out good information. I am not a reptilian. I am not an occultist. I am not a member of any secret society. And I'm starting to put a really good case together on the occult aspects of these shapeshifts that we see. And maybe, if you're watching this video and you follow my work, or if you are a reptilian researcher, or you're learning about reptilians, or you're just a general student of truth, that watches everything throughout the movement, I'm going to explain to you why this should why this should raise a lot of red flags. That we have the most well-known reptilian researcher in the world actually shape-shifting in a video himself. Why I think, I honestly was talking to a friend in the chat room last night about this, and he suggested even that I reach out to Capricorn TV Radio, who interviewed Icke in this, what I'm going to show you. Ask them if they saw this anomaly, why this was being, recorded. I would also like to reach out to David Icke and have him address this anomaly, being that you are the supposed leader, and you don't even really talk about reptilians anymore. It's a lot of this New Age stuff that you talk about, even in this video. I don't even think you mentioned the word reptilian. And secondly, I'm going to explain why this cannot be... I'm actually going to do the narration while I show you this video, and you will see for yourself, this is not a Skype compression error. And before I even show you, the video, I want to tell you right now, if I was on Skype on video giving an interview, I guarantee you would not see any of these artifacts appear on my face. And that is because I'm not a reptilian, I do not practice occult magic, and I do not have any negative archonic energy attached to my subconsciousness or my pineal gland, which I believe is the root cause of these artifacts. Now, before I actually show you the video, I am not going to say that David Icke is a reptilian. I am actually going to put something out there for him to address this shapeshift, and before I accuse him of being anything, if either Capricorn TV Radio, David Icke, or even Skype and the programmers and the people who do the coding for Skype can explain these artifact anomalies to me. Because from what I understand about Google, they bought Skype, and Google supposedly announced that they run their software now on quantum servers. So how we're getting these compression artifact strange things on these Skype interviews, I don't know. I don't know why they cut the bandwidth down so low. Now, I was giving a video a while back of David Icke possibly shapeshifting on a Skype interview. If the YouTube subscriber that is watching this video, they may know who I'm talking about. Now, that video was a little iffy, but the one I'm going to show you now, this is undeniable. And basically, okay, so let's get this started. This video was given to me at a friend at my website, ragingreptilian.com. This is the website that I own, and this is the forum that I own. One reason for this is maybe I'll address what's going on in another video, but there's also some things going on with my research. I am being blackballed from a lot of conspiracy sites. You will not see any of my research published at conspiracy sites, even at David Icke's own forum, Above Top Secret and GLP. To people in the conspiracy communities themselves, we've already had suspicions that these sites are run and controlled by Freemason. The Freemason despise me. They know who I am. And that's why you will not see any of my reptilian videos posted at any of those conspiracy sites. But what is very weird is Above Top Secret, who will not allow normal posters to post anything about reptilians. had David Icke on their website recently for an Ask Me Anything thread. So I'm tying all this in together here, and this is why I'm doing the rant over this video. So you can kind of understand where I'm coming at from this. I believe that these people, David Icke and all of them that have been started the reptilian conspiracy, are probably all part of a big psyop campaign being led by the Freemason himself to discredit the theory. And that's why I'm giving David Icke, Capricorn TV, or Skype themselves to at least address this shapeshift in this video. Tell me what's going on. If you were the top reptilian researcher in the world, at least address a shapeshift of yourself in your own video. So here is the post I got here. The man himself shapeshifting. Louis Computek, he's a good friend of mine. In fact, all the members of this forum are people I know and talk to regularly. So I trust these people. He gave me the link. I went and looked at the video. I took this screenshot. Now this, you'll start to see the shifting here in the screenshot. This is nothing. It gets a lot worse than this. And I just took this to bookmark the video. And he gave me this on Sunday. And I'm making the video today. Now we're going to go right to this video. 30 minutes and 45 seconds. The shapeshifting starts. Okay. Now, I'm going to mute the volume on this. We don't need really the volume for this video. Get this video to run. This is YouTube with their quantum servers always freezing up. I know it's... just bear with me. I'm running a few programs here, and YouTube is not running the fast. 3037, close enough. I'm going to blow this up to full screen and just play the video now. And I'm going to be pausing in a couple spots here and explaining to you exactly what you're looking at. Okay. So this starts around 30:45, which is where we're at right now. Now, you'll start to see these compressions that look like typical, what they could be, Skype compressions, but now I want to show you something. I'm pausing right here, and I want to show you something. In a lot of the reptilian videos that I've done recently, me and a few other people have started noticing when these shapeshifts occur, there's always something with the left eye. And the left eye goes back to esoteric things back in Egypt where children were forced to have locks of hair over their left eye. It's why you see a lot of celebrities in the Illuminati making signs where they're covering up their left eye. There is something to this and the occult. Let me close this to all these pop-ups on YouTube here. Now this in the corner here, this is Capricorn TV, who is giving the interview to Icke. I want to know from him, is he seeing these occur? You have the top reptilian researcher in the world on your Skype interview chat, and he is shape-shifting on your show, and you're not even going to address it. Now, when you come to this video link, there are even comments in the description of people seeing the same shapeshift. And when I play it from here, it's going to get a lot worse. You're going to see it just... it gets bad. I'm going to pause it right here. Here you can see, we see this a lot with like liquid crystal polarization, where you'll see these, but this is starting to look a little different. It's not exactly liquid crystal polarization, but now people are trying to say this is a Skype compression error. And like I said when I started this video, I can go on a video, on a video camera right now on Skype, and you will not see any of these artifacts appear on my face, and I will put a guarantee to that. Now, here we go. Here's the left eye. The left eye right here totally deteriorates. There's a slit in that eye. There's a slit in this eye. This eye is deformed. We see ridges forming here. There's these spots on his skin right here. His teeth are actually starting to shift. You see this? Now, I want you to notice everything else in the video. People may say, well, the compression error is coming only because he's moving in the video and that's causing the compression. Well, I am going to get a screenshot of a legitimate compression error and flash it in the corner of this video when I edit this video, and I'll show you what a legit compression error looks like. Now what I'm going to explain what you're seeing and what I believe is causing these artifacts. Now you're going to see it's going to completely disappear. There it goes. It just disappeared. I'm going to replay that small part again because I want you to see this. And I've seen this in a lot of the liquid crystal polarization videos I recently posted. These artifacts will just kind of, like they become aware of it. You'll see them. It starts to get, you know. I'm just going to let this play through right now so you can actually see this shift happening in real time. It's also interesting what he's doing with his hands, because in a lot of the liquid crystal polarization videos, and I'm trying to put a theory together about what that is, we see a lot of these people kind of move their hands in front of their face and stop the distortion sometimes. So I don't know if they're aware of it. I'm also looking at him in the corner to gauge his reaction. Is he seeing this shapeshift? Is he seeing this happen right now? Is he warning Ike? Is he saying, hey, you know, you're breaking up here? Now, what else is interesting is this video is at Disclosed Truth TV, which I believe it was mirrored from. Now, I actually went to Capricorn TV's YouTube channel where he posted this video. And in the description, it's nothing more than him promoting David Icke's new book, which has nothing to do with reptilians. It actually has to do more with New Age stuff. I believe it's called The Phantom Self. And he also has a link in his description of the video for Esoteric College Online. I would like to know if Capricorn TV himself is an occultist. Are they both occultists? Because what I believe is happening in a lot of these digital distortions we're seeing is in the occult, you obviously have archonic energies attached to your subconsciousness. Black magic is nothing more than the movement of electromagnetic fields with the mind. I learned that in a lecture I watched from 33-degree Freemason Manly Palmer Hall. That video is on YouTube. You can search for it, in which he explains the fundamental science behind black magic is nothing more than moving electromagnetical fields. In newer digital cameras, they are very sensitive to electromagnetical fields. That's what I believe might be causing these liquid crystal polarizations. If you were in the same room with David Icke right now at this time as he was doing this interview, you would probably not see this artifact. This is probably only being picked up by camera. But I find it very weird that it always involves the left eye. We always see these anomalies happening in the same part of the face, around the upper ridge of the eyes and the cheekbones. And I mean, just look at this deterioration. And you're going to blame this on being a compression error. So before I accuse Icke of being anything, I would like to maybe have Capricorn TV, David Icke himself, or the programmers of Skype at least address what we're seeing in this artifact. You were supposed to be the top reptilian researcher in the world, so there are even people in comments in this video seeing the same artifact happening. Are you just going to address this? Are you just going to act like you just don't see it? Or are you going to ignore it? Are the top researchers in this field controlled themselves and nothing more than a big psychological campaign? Because there's just too many questions that need to be asked with this. So obviously the video will be in the description. You can come take a look at this for yourself. The same artifact appears on the Capricorn TV YouTube channel as it does on the Disclosed Truth TV channel. As you see here, it's cleared up pretty good. Almost, and you notice too, right when that anomaly happened, there was a lot of movement with his hands. Now, I recently had the Nigel Cole liquid crystal polarization on my channel. He started breaking up really bad, rubbed the front of his hand across his face, and it cleared up. The Bengals, I noticed the same thing. Right after they started breaking up, they did a lot of movement with their hands, and it broke up. I am really putting a solid theory together on how I believe these anomalies are connected to the occult, electromagnetic frequencies, digital cameras, and inevitably archon possession. Now, I'm not saying that David Icke is a reptilian, but he could be a practicing occultist with archonic energy attached to his subconsciousness. That is the term selling your soul to Satan, which is selling your soul to Sirius. which is allowing an archonic entity to attach itself to your subconsciousness. This was taught by Aleister Crowley, and the archon that he showed the world named Lamb, which looked a lot like an alien gray, that he claimed that could be summoned through his sex magic rituals. And that will be a topic that I will be going over in a future video. I will be doing a full video on liquid crystal polarization, a lot of these artifact anomalies we see, and explaining what we're seeing in these videos. So, as far as the shapeshift goes, you know, like I said, you can come take a look at this for yourself. I would like to know, either from David Icke himself or Capricorn TV, did you see these anomalies? And I wanted to come back. 31 minutes is really, right here, is where this really gets bad. And I just want to pause and leave it here. In fact, this is so good. In fact, I think that would make a pretty good video thumbnail for my video, actually. So, this is going to be the thumbnail for my video, because I need the world to see David. I mean, I want people to see this. I would either like David Icke or Capricorn TV to address what's going on in this video. Did they see these anomalies? Does he even look at his videos before he posts them up to YouTube and see this? Here you have the top reptilian researcher in the world, David Icke, and just look at him. Is this a guy you can trust? Is he an occultist? Is he a reptilian himself? Is he part of the Freemasonic, whole thing in England, which is pretty surprising too, that he comes from England where the royal family is. So that's all for this video today. This is something that I definitely am going to pursue and try to get some answers for. And until we speak again, this is Kininigan, and take care.